Hi everyone, it's Az here from Heel vs. Babyface. Joined by Jayne Theory for another Resident Evil episode. Fuck, I hate the show.
Hello. Yeah, it's almost over.
Almost, as my ex-girlfriend used to constantly say in bed, almost isn't good enough.
Yeah.
It's a harsh lesson I had to learn. This episode is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen in my life in TV.
It's one of the worst episodes by far.
I think it took me like 9 get-ups to go through this episode.
Yeah.
I had to just stop it every couple of minutes and do anything but, you know.
Right. It's a struggle at this point.
It was like the first like 5 minutes or so, I'm sort of watching it in abject horror.
Right.
Like, this is not fucking real. Okay, please don't be real. But it's real, of course, because
it's not Resident Evil, but it's something.
No. Then when Blade came in, I was like,
oh my god.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Done. It's like it's a parody. I mean, it has to be.
Well, that's why I was watching an abject terror, because it just felt like I was watching a parody of a zombie movie in which Blade just turns up.
Randomly, yeah.
So,
and he actually played like how he moves.
I was actually thinking Lance Reddick would have made a good Blade.
I know, actually. We can send that in.
Yeah, 18 rated, R rated. Yeah, go for it. But in Resident Evil feminism, I don't know. Didn't work for me. Oh man, oh jeez, Lordy. Have mercy on this poor soul, please. As I venture into the Arklay Mountains, which are a fictitious set of mountains, by the way.
Yeah.
They're part of the Resident Evil universe. They're just north of Raccoon City.
Yeah.
For all you Resident Evil loreists out there. So we start off in Arklay Mountain where it looks like there's a bunch of music going on. Okay, let's stop that then. There's a bunch of vehicles, probably Umbrella, and then we cut to a laboratory.
Yeah.
Where there's 3 Lance Reddicks. All calling themselves some version of Albert.
Yeah.
Because they're all clones of Albert Wesker.
Ooh, reveal.
So somewhere between, I think we said this in the last video, or maybe I just said this to a friend. Somewhere between Resident Evil 4 and 5, Wesker got black.
Yeah.
Made some clones of himself, then got white again for Resident Evil 5.
That's what happened.
Because that's the chronology that they're trying to follow.
Yeah.
They're not following the story, but the chronology.
One of them is like from the hood for some reason. I don't understand it.
Well, I don't understand why they have these. Okay, so oh fucking hell, Laura. You see, once you start to think about it, it just gets worse.
It does.
It just gets worse. Because we are later told by Evelyn that these clones of Albert Wesker, they had to be accelerated because Albert needed them to be at a certain acumen.
Mm-hmm.
So they were going to have these shorter lifespans because of the sped up process of the cloning. Where did they develop these different personalities from?
I know. Then they don't have access to television film?
No, they should have all been very similar.
Identical.
One might say.
But no.
But as a white guy, I am not going to say that they all look the same, okay? because I'd get in a lot of trouble for that sort of shit, Jayne.
It was just weird. That made no sense. I mean, a lot makes no sense, but that.
Obviously, it was for the show's purposes to show that there were 3 distinct personalities.
Right. But why? Well,
But
no.
it don't make sense.
No.
If there's any personality, it would have been blank slate because they wouldn't have had the ability to develop a personality.
No. But I mean, it makes me wonder if the writers understand how personalities evolve in human beings.
I don't think the writers have personalities.
Yeah, that would explain it.
So they're all talking to each other in their various states of Albert Wesker. Then Blade walks in.
Blade.
On it, folks. Right, I'm going to share the screen. Okay, I got away with it last time. Let's go. Let's go. When we say Blade, we mean fucking Blade, all right?
Literally.
That is Blade. Blade Wesker, of course.
Yeah.
So that is the actual Albert Wesker, the OG, the one, the only one, might say. The original.
Required a very deep tan.
He's gonna lose it soon, though. For Resident Evil 5. I don't know. Maybe he spends a couple of weeks indoors with the curtains closed. I don't know. I don't know how the melanin works in this guy's body, but sure as hell fucking turned up to max now.
Yeah.
Because they are trying to follow the chronology of the video games, folks. So
somehow.
Some would say if you're following the chronology, you're following the lore, and that's a very weird Albert Wesker walking around right now. So he's like, have you got my stuff for me? I'm an evil man. And then Umbrella come bursting in. So his first reaction is to kill the clones.
Yeah.
So he kills Ghetto Clone.
Right?
Why always gotta be the guy from the ghetto that gets it? Hey,
the first guy.
Wow, so racist. And we're left with the Albert Wesker that we know, the father of the girls, and we're left with Bert. Bert, who's psycho but friendly.
Fun.
Yeah, your friendly local psycho. So they've got a bunch of hunks from Resident Evil. I mean, Hunk the character, not, ooh, look at him. He's got a nice ass. Type of hunks. You know, they've all got the gas mask on and the Nazi helmets. Sorry, I mean the SWAT gear. So they're doing that. And then we cut to did Evelyn walk down? Evelyn just walks in when Albert Wesker runs away.
Yeah.
You know, never mind the fact that he's just gunned down one of his clones and several Umbrella guys.
Right.
He could have just been going in the next room to get some fucking grenades for what we knew.
No, she just strolls in.
But
she looks the same. Is she a clone? She doesn't.
Are you saying all white women look the same, Jayne? Wow. I expected better from you. Come on. No, she looks identical, yes. She looks identical back then as she does 14 years in the future.
Right.
And this is taking place before Resident Evil 5 because they say that Albert Wesker dies in 2009 when the game was released.
Yeah.
So this is probably 12 years before 2022's timeline.
Right.
She hasn't aged since 2007 to 2030 fucking 6.
They don't even try.
Not even a little bit. Why couldn't they just hired somebody to be a dad?
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Or you could have, hey, guess what? You could have had like Chris Redfield.
Ooh. But he's a male.
But he's a white male.
Yeah.
So fuck that.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. I'm so glad I got all this water to get through. Because my throat is shot. And this show is shit.
Yeah.
So the two Weskers are just like cuddling up to a steel pylon.
Hole or something.
Yeah. And Evelyn's just like, oh, look at you.
That's so weird.
Yeah, Resident Evil. So Bert's got a beard. What separates Bert from Albert is he's got a beard.
Yeah.
And then he's just like sat in his little prison cell going psycho, talking to our Albert. And he's just like, hey, do you want to get out of here? Sort of.
Hadn't thought about it.
So let's cut to modern day, current day in the future.
Oh, there's so many cuts in this episode.
Oh,
God.
The first cut's the deepest, though. First cut is the deepest. So we're with Jade, who's having a bit of a cry.
Fake tearless cry.
Crocodile tears. Because she killed one of her friends last episode.
Yeah.
And I think they've locked her in the science lab?
In some room, I don't know.
So she's just like mortified. I don't care. Her husband comes in and he's just like, whoops.
Yeah.
You know what? He ain't got anything to say. Nobody says anything of any worth.
He just affirms that she's important. And everything she needs to do to be great.
But you killed a bitch, so go fuck yourself. He's just there for, and then they hug.
They do.
And it's so funny because she's like 10 times taller than she's just like hugging a little child.
Yeah.
She's hugging a little child, her child bride.
Oh my God.
From ethnicity unknown.
Yeah.
And then she has another cry because honestly, she feels bad. And then she just like stops crying. Immediately.
Yeah.
She does.
She can't have consequences, not even emotional consequences for what she's done.
She does an Amber Heard. There's like no tears flowing. You're making a lot of noise, but there's no tears flowing.
It's a terrible.
So she's like, what's going on? And like, well, they're gonna meet with Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the leader of the group's called Saeed or something.
Yeah.
The male guy is called Saeed. Yeah. It's not white. Don't worry. Nobody's white and male.
I thought he was, but nope.
No, he's not. No. Are you like, oh, is it? No, he's not.
No.
Phew.
Close
Dodged
one.
a bullet there. So Saeed's like the person who looks after the research boat, and he goes to meet all of the female Umbrella soldiers that they can muster. Because that's who's there. So he goes into a tent where Evelyn is, drinking champagne and being like, come on, let's all work together. It could be a wonderful thing if we work together and not as enemies, and da-da-da. And he's just like,
yeah.
Not
because she has to be the one to outsmart him.
Of course, he is a puppet to Jade as much as Evelyn is now a puppet to Billy.
Right.
Because Jade's the only important person on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Because later on, they just decide to not only release her, but to follow a plan that she has.
Yeah. The person who just nearly got them all killed.
The person who not only got the other scientists killed, but nearly got the whole boat killed.
Yeah.
Let's do what she says. Do you know why? Do you know why, Jane?
Why?
Can't say I get cancelled if I say. But we all know why. Guess it's back! Okay, so hey, that's unfair. And female. I forgot to add
you
and
gotta
female.
add the female part. A strong female.
Strong female. So Evelyn is not torturing but threatening Albert.
Yeah, she's not torturing him, which is weird.
Yeah, she's kind of strapped up and she's threatening, tortures. But she's like, come on, what's going on, Albert? Why'd you do the things? And we cut to the girls because we've gone back in the past now.
Yeah.
Which is the present day for us, but not for them. So the girls are 14 again, and they're in school acting like insufferable cows.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cut back to the umbrella lab where Evelyn is getting mad, but Wesker's not doing a thing.
No.
We then cut to the future where Jade. Oh my god.
Are we at the child part?
We're at the child part.
Oh god.
Where Jade gets a knock at the door and it's her daughter. Now, if I say anything incorrect here, Jane, please correct me.
Yeah.
The reason why Wesker had a getaway bag for Billy is because not only has Billy been genetically altered, but Billy would then kind of become property of Umbrella.
Correct.
So he didn't want his daughters to fall on to become property of Umbrella, the evil organization with their genetic splices.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Rational.
Jade has a getaway bag for the nice people of the future.
Yeah.
And their egalitarian matriarchy. So if Jade was to, let's say, be killed, there is a husband who can look after the child.
Yeah. She has a father.
Who isn't a father? But
who's been taking care of her all the time?
Who's been looking after her whenever Jade's been away, which has been the whole show so far. So Jade says to her daughter, there is a getaway bag under the bed. You need to get away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a question, Jane.
Yeah. What's the question?
From what?
They never explain.
Now, if she's saying you need to get away because if Saeed makes a deal with Billy, then we're screwed. However, to my knowledge, Saeed was never going to make a deal with Umbrella, and they have a WMD strapped to the base of their boat.
Right.
Which they have said already, we're going to release it. If it doesn't work out, we're releasing the WMD.
And there was no reason to believe that they would ever turn over the baby.
No.
She was never in any danger.
Why would they anyway?
No reason. I could see saying, if we're under attack and being overwhelmed by Umbrella, get out, sneak out.
Go.
Right. But she was perfectly she was in safe hands.
She is in the safest place that she could possibly be.
Yeah.
On the boat.
In a planet overrun
That's
by
not
zombies.
us being hyperbolic. Yeah. The boat is offshore. The shoreline, there are zombies around the place.
Right.
There is an umbrella base. She wouldn't be safe if she was there.
Right.
So her mum says, get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah. If your dad won't go without him.
Fuck your dad.
Yeah.
Just listen to me, who hasn't been there for you.
This show.
Okay.
Back
Back to the past, which is our present. Bert turns up to school to pick up the girls, pretending to be their dad. And they're sort of like, why acting weird? He's just like, I'm in a friendly mood because I am in a friendly mood.
Yeah.
Bert has been locked away all his life.
Yeah.
He was locked away under Wesker.
Mm-hmm.
And he was locked away when Evelyn took him from Wesker.
Correct.
How does he know anything social out there?
At all. How does he know how to drive? I don't know.
Genes, I guess. Is there a driving gene?
Apparently.
So Wesker has now made a deal with Evelyn, and he's gonna get out of there. Yeah. Billy and Bert and Jade are all having endless breadsticks. Yeah. There's endless breadsticks in this restaurant. I wonder if clearly this isn't one of the 2 out of the 5 vegan.
No, this is Olive Garden.
Are they in Olive? I don't know. We don't have Olive. This is Olive Garden.
Yeah.
So there's an Olive Garden in New Raccoon City.
Oh my God.
Okay. Product placement.
Like, why?
So the girl's like, who are you? And he's just like, I'm your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, what? Like, yeah, your dad and I were clones. So this is how the girls find out that the dad's actually a clone.
Oh my God.
We're gonna cut back to Evelyn's wife and the boy who's barely in it just gets told what to do, is gonna get shot in the fucking face next episode. He is a fucking useless bint. So the other mum, because he calls them both mum.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what you doing? Oh, it's like, oh, when I got these friends, and like, you know, they make me do anything, and like, I'm a little bit worried about. I'm like, fucking shut up, you cuck.
Stupid.
So Evelyn comes home. She kisses her wife, obviously.
Of course, gotta have that.
Gotta have that. Gotta reaffirm that the lesbians are in fact lesbians.
In case you forgot.
And then, in case you forgot, Evelyn gets out a couple of tablets of joy, crushes them, puts them into her wife's wine to keep her nice and sedated and agreeable, because remember, you can control.
Yeah.
So she's probably pretty suggestive all the time. I mean, sounds like a great idea in bed, but
I was just thinking she could sell that product.
Yeah. Feeling the old electricity tonight, darling? Not really? Are you sure? Well, actually, now that you mention it, yeah, I kind of am. But then proceeds to coincidentally just leave her pills.
Yeah.
On the side. So White Boy Summer picks them up, nicks a couple, and then puts them. Oh my God! Yes.
What?
There is a text conversation between the girls and Simon.
Oh yeah.
Where are you, Jade? At Olive Garden.
I hope they got paid very well.
Oh, Olive Garden want a refund. After this came out, they want a fucking refund big time. So, what's your refund policy, Netflix? Since QT's not so good. Bert comes back, and then they're just like, "Fuck this! You're very weird.
Yeah.
We're leaving, and if you try to stop us, we're going to scream like petulant children that we are that get our own way at every convenience,
Absolutely.
and have been doing our whole lives."
Yeah.
Which turns us into horrible adults as well. So a car pulls up and it's Umbrella, and they're just like, "We're going to bring you girls in because Wesky Poo don't want to talk."
Yeah.
And then Bert comes out and kills a bunch of Umbrella guys. And then gets tricked into being handcuffed to a car by Wesker's boss, who's subservient, of course, to Evelyn.
Yeah. The butler.
So, the butler. The butler. The dog's body.
Yeah.
So the girls get put into a car. And then Jade creates a batch of the
Yeah.
while her daughter's taking the bag from under the bed and running away.
My God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, out of nowhere, unbeknownst to us, they've cracked a deal with Jade.
Yeah, we don't see that part.
No?
No.
And Jade's gonna go to sorry, this image is just so funny. He's just such a little child.
Is
Her
that
husband. She's just like holding him like a little baby
Yeah.
boy, little baby boy. Look how much taller I am than the little baby boy.
And he's pouting.
You're so cute. Look at you with your little fuzz. You're so cute.
It's so bad.
And just ethnic enough not to be white.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've kind of hatched a deal with Saeed and I'm getting some echo. Getting echo.
I don't hear it.
No, because it'd be coming from your side.
Oh, let me see. You still hear it?
Test. Yeah.
Testing? Huh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Let me see. Wait, unplug it, plug it back.
Test. Oh, I can't hear it because you're muted now.
Okay, what about now?
Test. It's gone.
Okay.
Each gone. Yeah, so unbeknownst to us, they have hatched a deal.
Yeah.
Off camera, where Jade is going to go to Umbrella and she's going to fuck things up. And there's plenty of things she's going to do to fuck things up deliberately that they know about. And then they're going to release the WMD.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been an interesting conversation, but
Could have been.
we don't get to see it.
But then the element of surprise, which we weren't surprised about, wouldn't have happened.
No.
So she gives a little cutie pie, goodbye, cutie pie. Clearly doesn't ask to say goodbye to her daughter.
No. No.
Just why wouldn't you? This could go wrong and she could die.
She doesn't care. She is a terrible human being. She does not care about her husband, her baby.
Yes, she is. True. But this is the problem with bad writing.
Yeah.
Because the writers can't have her go look for a daughter because her daughter's gone with the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And they need that for the next episode.
Yeah.
And they need it for the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So they're like, we can't have
character.
Jade go to her daughter. Yeah, we can't have Jade check on her daughter.
No.
So now
Oopsie.
Jade looks even more of a see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh.
So the girls have been taken to Umbrella,
Mm-hmm.
and Evelyn's like, "Ooh, hon, we're gonna take you to your dad, who needs a shot of your blood,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna give it to him unless you talk."
Yeah.
And so it's, do you want to watch your daddy poo get tortured? So they're just like, hey, look, this guy needs your blood. He needs to basically feed off you for every 24 hours to survive. Remember in the first episode, I think it was, Jane, where we get the imagery of Wesker covering himself with the blood.
Right.
That stopped very quickly.
They didn't need it anymore.
One might say immediately after that scene. Never did anything provocative with the blood again, just injected it.
Yeah.
As if it's just a bullshit scene.
And
to make it look weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't a storyline, it's just looked weird.
Yeah.
So the girl's just like, yeah, whatever. And then she throws I don't care what they're saying.
They're just talking bad about him. That's all.
Yeah, they're just talking shit, I mean, everyone hates Wesker.
Yeah.
Particularly his daughters. So he injects himself and they're just like, ew. So Saeed, Jade, and Michonne turn up to Umbrella Whammon.
Yeah.
To go to see Billy, another fucking Whammon. But first, we're going to get to see Evelyn, another fucking Whammon.
Woo!
Because no man loud. No.
No.
So you've got to stop here. He's not allowed any further.
We're done with you.
Done with you and your slightly ethnic ways. Then we get to the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life. Where Jade walks into the tent.
Oh my
and
god.
then she can hear Evelyn going. And she's like, Evelyn. And then, oh my god, we are brought the horror of Evelyn bursting into song.
Yeah.
With
it's a
the
musical
music
now.
track.
I know.
Doing a little I don't know the song. I'm too old and too out of touch with what the kids are down with. But it's a contemporary song, I believe.
Yeah, something.
Yes, and then she says, and stop. And then she stops when she goes out. She kind of drops down as if she's some fucking break dancer from the 1980s or some shit. And then in comes Billy.
Woo!
And Billy is controlling her with a tablet. Now, this tablet, Jane, is magic.
It is.
Because when she's controlling the drone, she just goes,
yeah.
And the drones do complex combat systems.
Yeah, with just a swipe of the hand.
With just
swipe of the finger.
Now, what's going on here, peoples, is, as we have explained in previous review episodes, if you put enough of the T-virus into these drugs, then you can actually control people, manipulate and control them. Somehow, it means that you can control them through a laptop.
I do not understand how they made that connection, because that's not what they described earlier.
Has the T-virus got fucking Wi-Fi? T-virus now with added Wi-Fi, 5G.
Yeah.
5G TV.
Somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh wow, you can mind control. We knew this. We knew this.
But not through a machine.
No, not through a machine. It's really weird. So the girls, well, they're not girls, they're 28 now or whatever, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care.
It's the same conversation they've been having.
Yeah, it's just yes, the same old, same old. But
thing.
now Jade throws a thing on the floor. She's
Yeah.
like, "What did you just do?" And it's like a dog whistle for zombies.
Right. Catnip.
We've never seen this before, Jade. Jayne. I got Jade and Jayne. I'm going crazy. We've never seen anything about this before.
No.
And let's say that she reverse engineered what she's done to repel them.
Right.
How does smashing like a little bit of airborne harken zombies from miles away?
Right. In a tent.
Wouldn't it just disperse? Particles just disperse?
Yeah, in the general area. But there is a stampede of zombies.
But there is
coming
immediately.
from all around. Yeah.
Immediately.
Oh, fuck this show. Everyone on the landmass, it seems like.
Yeah. So yeah, just you hear this like, and literally tens of zombies coming over there.
Right, a handful.
It's like I was expecting literally like thousands to pile over. It's like tens.
Yeah.
Still in the COVID, are we? Okay. On the COVID shots. Okay. Yeah. So they come bursting down, and the guards shoot some, and then some don't, and then
they survived this.
There's a couple, maybe there's a few hundred coming over now.
Yeah.
They
attack. They take
soldiers.
Turns.
Yeah, eating soldiers, and then we see that there is, oh, never mind. Then we cut to the fucking girls.
Well, of course.
Now the girls are sat next to each other, and they're just like, "Oh my god!" And Billy holds a hand out for Jade to hold because, like, we're sisters foreversies.
Sisters.
And that's it.
That is all.
That's your cliffhanger is the girls holding hands in the present, which is the past.
What will become of them?
They're going to be really horrible next week. Billy's going to bite White Boy Summer, and then his mom's going to shoot him in the face.
Yeah.
Because
all men must die.
One thing we don't need going into season 2, if there is one.
Oh my god, I hope not.
Is a white guy.
There won't be.
But I think him dying next episode means every white male has died in the show.
Let's see.
I think I'm right.
I believe so.
Right.
Because Wesker, they did show the one white guy dead in the tub, who the clone killed.
Yeah, when Bert escapes from it, he kills 2 Umbrella security guards, and they're both white.
Yeah. Unambiguously.
And then the guards that he kills when he comes out the restaurant are white.
Yeah. He did. Every last one.
The guy from episode 4 died to the zombies.
Yeah.
And White Boy Summer gets killed next episode. And those are the only, and then any guard that gets killed, majority of the time, is just a white man.
Yeah. I think
who cares? They're only white.
They're not there anymore. Gotta kill them all.
This show is so overtly obvious with this. It's. I mean, we laugh now, but I mean, when you think about it, pretty disgusting.
It's
hatred is pretty disgusting.
It's weird too because it doesn't why do they think that that's entertaining to see? I mean that particular type of message. Why do they think people want that?
Their politics are correct. Remember, everyone else's politics are incorrect. So you know, white fragility and all that.
So it's like
Step aside on all
of
that.
the white men must be killed. All of the minority white men must be subservient, effeminate, and
all the
women are
women
terrible.
incompetent.
Incompetent, angry,
But in positions of power,
disgusting.
every position of power.
But yeah,
This is
and
a great show.
this is insane.
Right. One more to
One
go.
more. Woo!
One more to go.
I can't do another season.
I don't think it's gonna get one. But if it does, I'm dragging you back. Kicking and screaming. I didn't expect it to be this bad.
I didn't either. I didn't. I knew about the race swap. You know, I thought that would be in there, but I like the actor, so I was prepared. I was prepared for that. But
yeah, I mean,
the story. It's like you could have done so much with this. I could have gotten into seeing how after the events in Raccoon City, I could understand that there's a cover up, and now you're looking at this employee and his family and what he knows and what he doesn't, and you're still trying to redevelop the virus. I get that. That could have been interesting. But to turn it into very clearly a messaging about woman power and families bad and men are bad and white people don't exist. It's like, what are we what are you doing? Why would you turn this IP into something so depressing and just horrible to watch and horrible to convey?
Once you do the zombie apocalypse, it's over.
Yeah.
The whole thing's over. The fun factor to me for Resident Evil is the outbreak at Raccoon City in a specific geographical area that got nuked to cover it up. And then these smaller little outbreaks with Las Plagas and, you know, stuff like that. But once you do a worldwide pandemic of it, it's over because, like, where do you go? You know, it just becomes stupid that Umbrella are developing bioweapons for who? To be used against what? You know,
the purpose of Joy made no sense.
It would have been much more fun to have maybe the Wesker family, you know, surviving the Raccoon City business, but obviously Wesker bad guy.
Yeah.
But he could have had these two secret daughters that he was experimenting on. I don't know, something that was still in current day where little pockets of outbreaks could happen. But, you know, get it covered up and whatnot. But the show's not about. The thing is, though, we're talking about Resident Evil. The show's not about Resident Evil, as you know, as we've all said.
No.
This show is about intersectional feminism. This show is about white people bad.
Yeah.
Men bad. White man definitely out the picture. But men in general, no, they are bitches. They are servants. They are subservient. They're effeminate. The nuclear family bad.
Oh.
Socialism good.
Communism good.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what they want. They want their little commie pockets, don't they?
Yeah.
We're all working together, and everyone like helps out. You know. Oh, you're
academics.
Well, yeah, but I like the way that it only works. Well, I'd say only works. I mean, it doesn't even fucking work. It doesn't even work in a fucking apocalyptic world.
No.
There we go. Anyway, we'll be back with the final part of Resident Evil Netflix.
Woo.
Bye.
Bye.